Okay, I'm making the recording. I'm sharing the screen. Hello everyone. This is a video demonstration of our project related to deploying a honeypot as a decoy. So we were taking task 4 related to Turkish news website. We have three people in my group who are all here right now. So what else? So this is our website. This is our code. So the templates is HTML, nothing very complicated, HTML, CSS, and Python Flask app um, with some logic. So first thing first, let's go through some functionality. So it is a website related to news around the world in different countries. So in countries, we have different countries here, there. When we come here, we have some dynamically updated information. As you can see, the date, for example, it's updated today at some particular time from some particular source. There is a risk table. So for example, going from top to lowest. So here it is 2.8, which is good, which is medium risk. So different countries, different information. I'm trying to do it quickly because there is a lot to talk about and it will take many, many minutes. So there is login page for user. There is admin login page for admin. There is home page with the search functionality, which is working. Let's say United Arab Emirates. We search for it and here it is. So we can do it like this. So let's go first to our code and start demonstrating some parts. So first thing first, let's go to login part. So login for user specifically. It is supposed to be vulnerable and weak. So there are many protection issues, like for example, CAPTCHA is going to be static of only 2-digit numbers, which is not changing basically, as you can see here, 31. And for forgot password feature, there is no rate limiting mechanism. In other words, you can just enter as many times as you want for 2 minutes before expiration period of the code. Here is the providers we used for email. Here is for mobile, and here is the database we used as a Mongo database with all relevant information for users, like username, password, email to send the code. For admins, same thing, but we have a phone, additional variable to send code. So first thing first, let's go to login part and discuss it a bit. So basically what's happening is get and post. So when we're not posting anything, it's just rendering the login HTML page. So when we do send something, we're saving the data. We're checking for CAPTCHA. If it's incorrect one, then it's just stating it and it is saving it in log page, specifically this one with all the relevant information like username, password, CAPTCHA information, the status of access, whether it's successful or not, the reason for it, the IP of a user that entered, the specific timing, and so on. So all relevant data is there. So we're searching here in our database whether user exists or not. If he does exist, we're saying it's successful. We're saving it in logs as well. We're redirecting to some page, to a home page, saving all the relevant and necessary information. If not, it's saying just unsuccessful and it goes back to login page. So let's see how it works. So we go to login. We say, I think it was, yeah, Muslim and 1, 2, 3. So when we say Muslim, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever, and correct CAPTCHA, it's gonna say unsuccessful login because password is incorrect. So when we say 1, 2, 3, and we say wrong CAPTCHA, it's gonna say CAPTCHA is incorrect. So everything is working, and same for admin. We're not gonna test it again because it's fine. So we'll go to Muslim. We say 123, we say 31, and we log in. So we were able to log in and it redirected us to homepage, so everything is fine. Same goes for admin login, a little bit different. So we have here CAPTCHA as well, password, username. We have here user IP. We're checking again for same CAPTCHA, but for admin right now because it's slightly different. Not slightly, actually a lot, but still. Um, so if it's correctly, I mean, initialized, if there is information database, then it's doing exactly same thing. If not, then it's redirecting back to admin login HTML, and also it's constantly updating the captcha image. So let's go to a captcha part for now to show what's happening. Captcha. So here we can say we see admin and this captcha, which are using exactly the same method to make an image. But the difference is that for user, we have static captcha, which is 31. For admin part, we have a captcha that is randomly generated constantly, I mean dynamically. So for example, we go here, we see captcha is changing all the time. So it is more difficult to hack it, more difficult to enter, to break it. But here it's very easy and it's only 2 digits. So it's very weak protection. By the way, all vulnerabilities that are mentioned here, like forget password mechanism, no rating, 2 digits, and so on, are all there. They are all working and everything is done. So we did the captcha, we did the admin login page. So right now let's go to another very important part is forget password. So for user, we're using the email. We're using this mail trap provider. Um, so let's say, for example, that we forgot the password and we're saying, let's forget it. Let's reset it. So we need to enter the email, which should be obviously the same as in a database. So my Sabanchi email, in order for it to work, there will be a code center code. So we say continue. Okay, it was sent. So first thing first, let's go to our email parts. So you can see here we're using Mailtrap and we're using Twilio for mobile part, which is here, this part. With a specific phone number, I mean, it was free, so for demonstration purposes and so on, it is working. Let's go to email part, or was it something else? I don't remember specifically. Okay, yeah, here it is. So it is generating some code here. Um, Okay, so here it is generating the random code of 2 digits for user. Here it is replacing time zone. Yeah, here it is using this function is checking for 2 minutes expiration. So when we send the reset code by email, it is saying that, this is the email information basically that is sent as a message to specific email that we used. Okay, this one is sending the reset code. This one is responsible for HTML page, which is forget email. So again, what it is doing, it is checking if email exists. If it does, it's going next and saving all the information that we need, like expiration time, like reset code itself and email. If not, I mean, it's gonna say email not found. Same goes for, no, okay. So the next part, so when we're done here, it's gonna go to forget password code and it is doing something similar. So we were saying saving everything in a session. So we're checking here whether the reset email exists or not, and code as well, and reset code expiration. So if it doesn't, then it's invalid request. If it does, then we're checking some parts. So if expiration is called expired function. So if it is true, which I checked before, I showed before, so it's gonna say it's expired, which is 2 minutes. If form validate and submit. So here, infinite code, session reset code. So yeah, here it is checking if the code that was entered by user is the same. If it is, and it says the code verified, and you can reset your password with a success. In other words, here it's not going to say this. I mean, it's going to say the opposite. For admin reset password, we used something different. By the way, since 2 minutes passed, let's demonstrate it. So 3 minutes ago, we sent an email with a reset code of 97. So theoretically, it should not work because the time is already expired. Yep, it's expired. Please start the process again. So we have to do it again, but let's wait a bit. I mean, we can actually do it right now because I already explained the user part. So forget password, we say continue. So it is going to send the code again. So here it is. It is 68. So we verify the code and code verified. You can now reset your password. So basically it's a success. So it is working. When it comes to admin part, we're doing the same procedure, but we do it a bit more complicated and with SMS sending to a phone. As I said, we're using Twilio. So forget password code. Blah, blah, blah. So it is sending here, doing the same logic. It is checking if it's not existent, then it's invalid request for reset phone number and reset code. If any of that is invalid and doesn't exist in our session, which we saved before, then it's going to say it doesn't exist. But if it does, then it's again going to check for expiration. Then if it's all good, it's going to go to checking the logic if phone does exist. If it does, then it's going to send. Okay, this one specifically, admin reset password. Okay, this one is responsible for admin reset password HTML page where we do update our password. So here what's going to happen is basically if admin exists, if everything is correct, if code is sent, it is entered correctly and everything went successfully, we will be able to reset with this function in our database the password of an admin. And we're just going to say it. Otherwise, we will not, and it's going to redirect. So here it is the function related to actual SMS part. So again, same thing. Let me check just in case. Okay, yeah. So here we have a message which is sending to a phone using Twilio provider. So here we're saving in a session all the relevant information, same as an email, nothing different, just a phone. So here we're generating the code in the function that we used before. So it's redirecting to admin reset password function, which is this one, which is rendering the information. So basically pretty much the same, nothing different. I mean, except the different, of course, usage by SMS. So let's go and demonstrate it. So we did the login part. It's all working, it's all good. Let's go to admin login. First thing first, I mean, let's try forget password for now, since I already explained it. And we're going to use one of the phone numbers we have. So here we can see that admin has this phone number. Let's copy paste it like this. And we use it here and we say send reset code via SMS. Okay, so here we're entering the code. Here we're entering the new password and confirm new password. So, yep, here we can see we're getting the code that was sent to the phone number. Just in case, we can use it here to check. I mean, in our Twilio dashboard. This is just to show in our chat that it is actually sent to a mobile phone because my group member checked it on her mobile phone and it works. But just in case, we can see it here that it was sent. So it's all fine. It's all good. Um, let's use it. Let's go back. Let's say enter, which I believe was 80. So we'll say here 80. We use the phone number of the admin, which was password is QWERT. So let's change it to QWERT1234. QWERT1234. And we're gonna reset it. Password updated successfully. So our database should update as well. Let's check it. Yeah, as you can see, it is a new password. So if we wanted to do the same procedure with the same phone number, can you please send me the code number one more time? Okay, 82. But let's say we say 50 and we try to reset the password again. 123. Let's say password will be, I don't know, admin1. And here it's gonna be admin1, and here it's gonna be admin1. So what's gonna happen? Yep, it is not updated because the code is wrong. I mean, and we can do it multiple times in order to make it more vulnerable and in order to check our brute force algorithm that is going to try to attack the website. So um, those are all main parts related to vulnerability. So what was discussed is that no rate limiting mechanism for user login. In other words, you can enter CAPTCHA, you can enter password, username, as many times as you want. Nothing is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna stop you. IP is not gonna be like time blocked or nothing. So it is very easily breakable if you attack it as it is supposed to from the PDF file. So it is sending only to this to email, which we already saw here. So also very easy to break if you just go through, for example, from 10 to 99. Um, so it's sending to email, 2 minutes to expire. We already checked it as well. It didn't work because we used 3 minutes already passed. Um, we capture, I mean, yeah, very easy one, 31 all the time. For admin, it is a bit more complicated. So SMS to phone, properly rate limiting. It was all there for part. Let me check one more time. So same thing, 2 minutes to expire. It is all working, exactly same logic. More secure captcha. I mean, yeah, it is dynamically updating. So it is all working. It is more difficult to attack it and will not be that easily breakable. I mean, with a simple um, brute force attack, Hannibal should be able to monitor it. So we also have monitoring page, which we are not able to enter if we are not admin. So let's go, we go to monitoring. Nothing is going to happen because it's saying you're not authorized to access the monitoring page. Same goes for admin panel. One of the tasks was for admin to be able to delete the comments and delete the users. So I'm not going to go into details of these parts because they're not really super relevant to the vulnerabilities and the main task we have. But as you can see here we have monitoring page, which is checking all the information and saving the loggings. It is rendering all that. We have some functions to delete users, to delete comment for admin. We have some function for admin panel, which is also checking if user is admin or not, and whether checking if he exists or not, and so on and so forth. Have some functions to add comment, have some functions to format comment. Um, yep, everything is here. So also some functionality for search, as I showed before. Some functionality for countries, which is saving data dynamically from the websites. Home function, which is a default one, pretty much. Nothing really special here. So we're fetching some API data for our information related to the news. This one, admin login, I mean, we already went through it exactly same. I mean, we already did all that. Admins, users, all this information is here. Okay, this is classify attack that is used to check whether it's a brute force attempt, invalid password attempt, or unclassified, which is just basically for checking what is pretty much happening when someone is trying to access. So all those functions already explained. Everything is explained. Here we're using some forms, some configurations, some initialization for Mongo, for mail, and so on and so forth. So this is all main code. Everything is working properly. So let's go to some advanced parts. I mean, advanced parts in terms of, first thing first, we'll go to app log, which is saving all the information. So all the information you can see here, Muslim, 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 it's all I used right now in order to log in with the relevant time, relevant IP, password captcha, and so on and so forth, with the information whether it was successful or not. We are able to monitor it through monitoring page, but first let's log in because without admin you cannot do it. So let's go with this part. Admin and password QWERT12345. 12345. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is login. This is user captcha, user login. So same thing. Admin QWERT 1234. QWERT1234. Just to make sure nothing goes wrong. 4220. And we go and we log in. Boom. So we're here. We're in a system. So first thing first we want to do is we want to see what privileges we have. We can also see that app log was updated. So let's go first to monitoring. It's good to see it here, but we want to see it on the website as well. So let's go to monitoring, monitoring. So we see here all the exact information that was used in app log. It's rendering all the information. So here is the last one that I used right now, with the captcha, with the IP address, with the time, with the status. So it is all working. So also we go to admin panel, which is basically a page that is only accessible to admins. And if we want to delete someone, we can. So let's do some parts. This one is just to make it a bit easier for us to enter the information. Let's say it is basically storing all comments that exist on this website. So let's say, for example, there is also a logic behind it. I mean, you cannot enter information if you do not exist in a database. So let's check, for example, since we are admin, we need to use this exactly same username. And we want to say, I don't know. I am demonstrating my website. Yay. You know, whatever. Submitting the comment, and you can see here it updated. So we can delete it because we're admin. I mean, we can do it through here, but let's do it through the admin panel. So you can see here it updated. It has this information. So we want to delete it. Say like this, and we delete the information. So it is not there anymore. We come back, and it is not here. So we can do it here as well. It's going to work exactly the same way. Um, if we go to admin panel back, and let's say we want to delete someone, we want to delete the user. So Julian is not here no more. Let's check the user. And you can see there is only one person exists, which is me. Um, so yeah, it is all working. It is all functioning. All right. So mm, this is pretty much it. No, we need also to check some more parts. So it was part one, basically a demonstration of our website, a demonstration of its functionality, of its vulnerabilities, and so on and so forth. So everything is here. The second part is testing with static code analyzers. We did test it with a bandit part. We did test it with a prospector part. There was some problem with Python taint, a very old GitHub repository. It was a bit hard to implement it. Um, we used some also other parts, the one of our choice, yeah, which is stated here. You also find one another yourself. So we used PyLint report. As you can see here, it's doing static analysis, all the information, whether the line is too long, all kind of things. So this is the rating of our code. I mean, which is expectable since we purposefully made it vulnerable and weak in order to easily access it and break. Um, then we have prospector report, which we used. Everything is, by the way, in a PDF file. There is all screenshots, all the relevant information regarding this. I'm not going to go deeply into details. Everything is there. So you can see here how much time it took, how many messages found, which is 47. Not so many, by the way. It's pretty good. Um, then we have bandit report, which is a bit longer. It has the level of severity, the confidence level, um, and so on, where it's checking all the information and giving suggestions as well. You can see here in the end, it says how many it found of low, how many issues it found of medium, of high, by severity or confidence. So nothing was skipped. Total lines of code were checked like this. So it's all working. It's all good. It was all checked. I mean, this one, yeah, obviously it's not good. I mean, but yeah, uh, can't really do everything. So, but I mean, it is supposed to be this way since our website is not really um, secure in some parts, since that was the task for academic purposes. So this was for part two. There are 10 minutes left, so we're doing it very well. And it's pretty much it. So we checked the tools, we checked the information, we analyzed the information, making our own conclusions. So different parts were used. Was someone used Windows, someone used Linux in our group in order to see different variety um, and different expected results. So pretty much everything is done, what is asked in a task. I mean, literally, everything is done actually. I mean, we did all vulnerabilities parts. There is unfortunately some problem with the demo script. It is not yet fully working. There are some mistakes, and it should be added some other functions related to admin login and so on. But by demonstration, by the demo date, we're gonna fix it and we're gonna finish it in order to properly show how we can easily break through the user login and how difficult it is to do it for admin part. So this is our demonstration. Everything is done. Everything is demonstrated and shown with its functionality. I'm gonna go back to my group mates. Guys, do you think, should I add something? Did I miss anything? If it's all good.
I don't think so. Ayçelen, do you think we missed the part?
No, I think everything is right.
Okay, great. I mean, would like to apologize for a very long, I believe about 30 minutes or maybe 20 minutes demonstration, but we had to show everything. We had to show all functionality as was asked in a PDF document regarding it. So we did everything and we explained it all. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for the course, and I hope you all have a great break after the finals. And see you soon on a demo date. Thank you very much. Stopping the
Thanks for
demonstration.
listening.
All right.